What's the time?
Okay, please tell me you started.
He didn't. Cause
Sexy A, nigga, we take it home. Just another day out in Sexy A. Just another day out in Sexy A. Just another day, just another day, just another day, just another day. Yeah, boy. Just another day, just another day, just another day out in Sexy A. Another day, another day.
hey, what's up, y'all?
What it do?
What's good? I'm Kelan.
This is Ronald.
It's Kev.
It's KRK. We bringing it to y'all. We know y'all been patiently waiting for us to drop this podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes. So every Sunday, this is episode 1 of the KRK Podcast. We'll be dropping these every Sunday. And you guys can check us out periodically during the week. We'll be going live, getting insight, letting you know what's coming up on the next podcast episode. So make sure you guys are following those pages. And follow us on Twitter at KRK Podcast, Instagram at KRK Podcast.
Instagram at KRK.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing right now. I'm looking at Buddy's bald ass head on that thing. That nigga had hella bald.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. So what y'all think, man? Kev, how you feeling about the podcast? I feel like it's gonna be pretty good.
Podcast about to go up, man.
It's gonna go up. Lonnie,
Yes,
you
sir.
trying to light one of those?
I think it's going to be funny.
You gonna light one of those? Is this a ceremonial blunt to start the podcast? Our first one.
Always and ever.
I got my little drinky drink. It ain't 13 shots, but it's just a little drinky drink.
Yeah, no, and I can tell you one thing. You may see a lot of crazy things. You may not know what you're gonna see, but I know what you're not gonna see. Is you're not gonna see me take 13 shots again.
He's pussy.
Ever again?
You're not of the head.
Tapped out?
He's pussy.
Not
That's
of the
what it
head.
sound like.
How was that experience? Was it?
I had fun.
How was you feeling?
Yeah, I'm shaking
As it was happening,
Yeah.
I didn't feel much. It was cool. There was a moment where I realized I fucked up, and I was sitting.
What moment? What was that moment?
I was sitting here at this table. It was about shot 10 or 11 behind me.
Started feeling.
You
You was sweating from shot 2.
It got heavy.
I feel like you were cheating with that towel on your head.
Shot number 2 brought the beads out.
I understood. That was the first set of shots too. That man got warm immediately.
It was bad. It was bad. It was
Still
bad.
fun. It was for y'all entertainment.
But yeah, man, we want to make sure that we're getting the word out. You know what I'm saying? If you guys support Kevin and anything he does, if you support Kelan and anything he does, you support me and anything I do, then the KRK Podcast should be a given. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, so be sure to make sure that you let somebody else know. We know you watching, but you got to let somebody else know. You know what I mean?
To watch us too, man. It'd be lit.
That's how it goes.
Spread the love, man. Spread the love.
Just
Get my ceremonial slow first blunt on here, man. This is crazy. So what we got coming up for him today, man? What we got coming up?
Yeah, on the menu today, we will be talking a little bit of sports. We got some headlines in sports.
Just a couple talks. Something that we thought, we usually would talk about the scores and stuff, but something happened last night. We ain't gonna get into it. We'll get into it a little bit later, but in the Lakers and Sun game, I'm a Laker fan, by the way, gang. But just something happened in the Lakers game I thought was warranted. Everybody else is saying it's not, but we'll talk about it in a minute.
being biased because you're a Laker fan.
We'll talk about it in a minute. What else is on the menu?
We'll have a little bit of health talk. We'll have talk a little bit about COVID. We all know how we were coming up on this 1-year anniversary of COVID-19 and keeping us in the house and whatnot. And so we'll have a little conversation on the state of COVID and where we're at now at that. And
the vaccine part of it as well.
And then also, if you guys know Kelan, you know that he's a sneakerhead. So we will be talking a little bit about some kicks.
And I don't only just like Jordans. I just have Jordans, but I like other shoes too. They just don't fit my feet.
He don't like other shoes enough to buy them. Yeah. But yeah, we will be talking about some retros. You know what I mean?
Right. We got Kev too. Y'all know Kev, Cuddy Kev doing his music team. So we got Kev on the music. He's gonna be giving y'all his musical insight. Which artist is hot, which ones he think is now. We're gonna review some as well. Just like they're gonna review some of the shoes as well. And then we got Kelan Weez. What you call it? What you call it? Worldwide Weez. I can't say
Worldwide Weez. I will be taking a deep dive into stories, top stories on social media, headlines around the world, what's popping. You know
crazy shit too.
Man,
crazy shit too.
Letting you know what's going on around the world, just in case. You didn't check it out.
Keeping people up to date.
I'll bring that information and entertainment to you.
Yeah.
So we'll get in on that a little later.
So what's up,
man, we just want to let y'all know that's how we're starting it off.
Right. This episode 1, man. Just episode 1, getting y'all acquainted with us, like I said. And when the next episode, we're gonna get right into it. We just doing this little introduction because it's y'all first time seeing us in this podcast more. We've done live. I love doing the lives too. I love the interaction. But we've done lives on Instagram, Facebook for the Dad League. We just did them for ourselves. Y'all seen how our lives go. So, me and Ronald, especially here, it's always Kev, it's always, we be live at his house too. But, it's just something about here. It's different. When you go live, it's like it got the atmosphere just makes it better because you never know when it's gonna get grizzly over here. So it's gonna
big fact.
Yeah, maybe at the end of everything, when we're all said and done with the KRK Podcast Season 1, those edits and those cutouts that we'll show you guys from some of the stuff that we've dealt with.
Right, and you guys, I want y'all to stay here with our progress. We are growing. We're growing and doing this. Just like with Dad League, we started off half court. So our first few episodes, they might not be perfect, but y'all gotta bear with us. All right, we're doing the best we can. We gonna do the best, but behind the scenes, it's taking a lot. It's a lot going into this. Y'all didn't know. So
What's the timer looking like? Most definitely cut all this out.
Yeah. Okay, please tell me you started.
He didn't, because I know we're
okay, we're not cutting that out. We're not, that's the intro moment right there. We're not cutting that out, Kevin. You're a dickhead. All right, so since we was talking about it, we can get into it. So last night during the Lakers game, it was extremely chippy, like from the jump. And I think Devin Booker, myself personally, is a dirty player. I don't care what anybody says.
Wow.
I don't care what anybody says.
What have you seen him do dirty?
When have you...
This nigga grabbed KCP's leg yesterday when he was running. That ain't dirty. This nigga, what about Gorgie J? Dirty. What about when he grabbed James Harden going up for a layup? Dirty. Devin Booker's a dirty player.
I don't think that Devin Booker
and it's because he's light-skinned, he's not getting that rap. Wow. You're a dirty player, Devin Booker.
Chris Paul's a dirty player.
And where do you think he learned it from?
That's who's a dirty player.
This nigga grabbed KCP. Anyway, so after he grabbed KCP's leg and got a technical, you would think this nigga would calm down. But he didn't. Devin Booker went out there and got mad again, being the light-skinned. He couldn't control his motions. He didn't know what he wanted to be. He couldn't control his motions.
And he threw a perfect bounce pass to the ref.
And he threw a perfect bounce pass to the ref. So let's
in case you guys didn't know.
I dropped the T.
In case you guys didn't know, last night during the Suns-Lakers game, there was a moment at the end where it got a little chippy, group of players. There were some words exchanged. Refs came in. Devin Booker was ultimately deemed a technical foul, and he didn't agree with the technical. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we don't know what was said exactly. Mm-hmm. But after he got the first technical, there was a ref approaching him on his left, and he said something out of his mouth and bounced the ball.
Aggressively.
We'll label it aggressively towards the referee, but it landed perfectly in the ref's hands, and that referee then proceeded to give him technical number 2, which is, as you know, automatic ejection.
Right.
So
now,
he was sent to the locker room.
Coming from a player who used to get a lot of technical, I recently, and if any of the players that watched this on my team, in that West Sac League could attest, I used to get technical fouls for bullshit. Nick was on there. He seen. I got a technical, and he got ejected from the game. I was getting so many technicals one game. But I got technicals for some bullshit, but I also knew I shouldn't have been doing it. Like one technical I got, I cleanly blocked this dude. I mean, cleanly. 2 hands, easy block. and I said in midair, that ain't a foul, and I heard beep, it was a foul, I slammed the ball to myself, and I got a technical for that. So if I got a technical for slamming it to myself, what do you think's gonna happen if you throw it towards the ref? Even if you're bouncing it lightly and you're already upset, what you think gonna happen? And you already done got a technical anyway. The game's already getting chippy.
In my opinion, I think that the first tech was warranted. Just based on, I don't know what he said, but it came right after what he said. Mm-hmm. So he said something that I think probably warranted the first technical. Boom. That's a T1. That's okay. Right. You take that on the chin.
But he already had the technical. He didn't have to go anyways.
No. That was number one. Number two was him throwing the ball.
Yeah, that was too much. You don't do that.
Him bouncing the ball. Let's take a look at the video.
Look at this. Look. All right, I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all can watch too while we're gonna drop it down.
See, in that part, that's when we'll drop the video in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Watch.
Yes.
Oh, let me rewind before you go to the same spot every time. Alright, watch. So, okay, we got it right here.
So he's already teed up once at this point.
Look how aggressively he bounced that ball. Look how aggressively he bounced that. Yeah, you gotta go. And it wasn't even the ref. It wasn't even the ref that he bounced the ball to that called a technical. It was another ref.
The ref who called the first technical.
Yeah, so he gotta go.
And you have to admit there's some emotion in there. If you ask me, my opinion,
yes,
the first technical's warranted. The second one, it was excessive. I think that if he would have chest passed him the ball,
right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta
go. What's the difference between a chest pass and a bounce pass?
Because that bounce pass landed right in his arm in the cuff like a baby.
Exactly.
That chest pass, it would have.
What are you supposed to do when any kind of dead ball situation? You're not supposed to throw the ball at the ref. You're supposed to hand it.
So is it the fact that he bounced past it, or is it the fact that he bounced past it?
It's the fact that he threw the ball to the ref
after the first check?
You never bounce past the ball to a ref.
Exactly. That's how you're supposed to give the ball to the ref.
Nope.
Yes, you're lying.
Yes, you
have.
Cat.
I handed it to him.
Cat.
Yeah, I bounced past the ball to the ref.
Exactly. I was about to say, what if you're taking out the ball? You don't give it to the ref and get it back.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You
don't give it to the ref.
Either way, listen. After a technical foul, do not bounce it. If you coach, teach your players this right now.
It was salty grapes.
I mean, it was a very, and you know, because
salty sour grapes.
If you ever just
on the referee side,
yes, it was. You know, referees get booty hurt very fast. And once they do that, everything's going to go wrong for you. So why would you put yourself in that situation?
But you know what? Devin Booker won that game. So, at the end of the night, you know.
Did he win that game or did the Suns win? Because he didn't play.
I think Devin Booker's contracted.
I think Devin Booker got kicked
you guys ended up losing that game?
We lost.
Oh, damn.
We have no AD, no Kuz, no Gasol. We play the Keys right now, too. Please don't call my phone if you're a King
James.
I'm trying to do this. If we lose, please do not call my phone. I'm not going to answer anyways. But, yeah. I'd have been a bunch of people, too, on the Lakers and Keys tonight.
Answer that line.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a Raw/Kevin. Pull a Raw/Kevin and not answer. Y'all the Kings are not answering when motherfuckers lose.
Hey, man.
Kev, did you set the timer?
Nope.
Kev, you want a timer?
Let's make it Kevin out.
Kev, keep looking at that.
And now it's time for Cuddy's critique, man. We about to check out our artists. Gonna keep it West Coast, man.
Okay.
These two have never heard from this artist before. Never heard any music of this artist before. So they're gonna critique it. They're gonna see if it's hot or not. And the first song, the name of the artist, he goes by Blast. He's from Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
He's a rapper / singer / melodic artist.
Okay.
Oh, he finna sing.
What is melodic?
It's like a Fetty Wap.
Like a Drake.
Oh, okay.
Drake's melodic.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, baby. I don't know why Fetty Wap.
I just wanted to know.
He sings in the melody.
Oh, he sings in a melody. He heartbroken.
I want you to be mine.
So the first track called "Got It All" is featuring Dom Kennedy, keeping it real West Coast.
Okay.
Here it goes, man.
And my heart knew you were the one for me.
Sounds a little vibe.
Not the type of nigga to brag, my lady got it all. Ay, yeah, she poppin' but never poppin' off. Yeah, she bad and bougie to top it off. So whoever trippin', they can knock it off. Not the type of nigga to brag, little baby got it all, yeah. Am I wrong? I just wanna show you off. Ay, on the right, I chop it, the top is off. So tell whoever trippin', you the type that made me boss up. I've been coolin', but you movin' with some hot stuff. I just blow it, it don't matter what it cost up. Baby, bring it to the table like a pilot, yeah. And they be telling me it's not love, but they don't know who they speaking on, it's not us. You can't tell me what you got, it's not drugs. Cause I'm addicted, keep me coming, let me cop up, yeah. Yeah, you got me locked up, they won't let me out. Dealing with these bitches, they just stress me out. You the one I wanna come and bless me now, right now, like not the type of nigga to brag, my lady got it all. Yeah, she poppin' but never poppin' off.
BLX.
Top it off. So whoever trippin', they can knock it off. Not the type of nigga to brag, little baby got it off.
This track right here is called Got It
I just wanna show you off. Oh God, on the right, I chop it, the top is off. So tell whoever trippin', they can knock it off.
That's all I'm gonna give y'all that one, man.
Alright,
Okay,
I like that, I
okay.
like that.
So,
Okay.
Put up block, get up applause. I like that. BLXT.
I think that's for sure. That's a hot. Is it a hot or not? If you ask me, that's a hot.
That's 2 thumbs up. I
And
wish I
most
had
definitely,
more thumbs.
from the jump, it had the head bob. The beat is there.
I like the beat. I feel like
The melody is there. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it's one of those songs where you didn't even have to hear what he was saying.
Because I didn't.
Because the melody
Because the beat the beat and the melody
beat.
was just
It's
like
there.
Mama said.
It's
It's
there.
nice. That's a good
I
song.
like that.
Good song. 10 out of 10. I like that.
okay. That's my man Blast right there, man. Put y'all on something.
Right. You put me on. I'm gonna check
Give it up one more time for Blast, man. That's
Give it
called
up,
Blast.
give it
Got
up,
it
give it
all.
up, give it up, give it up, man.
Blast got it all. My bad. Give it up, we get the large audience.
Now this next track right here. This is called Forever Humble. This is off his latest project. Y'all want to go check it out?
Same guy?
Same guy, man.
All right.
He
We
goes
on
by the
Blast
name of
Fest.
Blast. He
Fest.
goes by the name of Blast once again.
Okay.
The name of the track is called Forever Humble.
Forever humble.
That was gonna start off like slide.
What the hook gon' be? I don't need no fucking hook on this beat. Only singing niggas still good on these streets. Get a phone whip and still pushing on E. I came a long way from nice we didn't eat. Came a long way from 75th Street. Candy house shopping, I need everything sweet. But I can't say what happened on the back of them streets. Ay, fast forward cracking, but the package ain't cheap. I know my true to pride when I became the beat. I had to really pay the cost, I never waived defeat. That was everything designer with my hanger beat. I just really want the money for the fame to me. Guess it come with it, it really ain't no thing to me. Now they loving it, I'm really finna flame the streets. I'm forever humble for every road they pay for me. Not a big bag on me, no big homies, no cosign, just the Eagle gang only. Beat on my brother, won't forget what you told me. 6-tape, mixtape, but classic facts only. They want us to double back, would it be surprising? Part 2 got a fucking black, cause we them guys and we the truth and we brought it back. It's West Side till I die, hope you quoting that, yeah. Ain't no holding back, giving out sauce. Gotta go dodo, but it's no love lost. No middleman and what the whole plug cost. With pandemic dealing me and big young bosses. Lessons ain't losses. Blessings on blessings on blessings keep falling. Labels keep calling. Crowd what they talking about. Cause if it ain't some tickets, then we walking out. If it ain't some tickets, then we walking out. What the hook gon' be? Yeah, I don't need no fucking hook on this beat. Ay, only singing niggas.
Y'all know. He mixed the Murphy Lee, man. Everybody know that.
Came a long way from 75th Street.
You know.
Candy house trapping, I need everything sweet. But I can't say what happened on the back of them streets.
Bible, very Bible.
Ay, forever humble.
It's a new word for y'all getting no Bible.
That right there.
Forever humble by Blast. BLX.
That's Forever Humble.
And if you haven't
Okay, Kev, you keep it with the.
If you haven't realized yet, that is a thumbs up from me.
Yeah, Ronald already know the damn song. That's what I get that 2 thumbs up.
He caught me in the beginning. I like the way he started it with the Murphy Lee reference.
I ain't gonna lie, I like the first song better. But that one was a good song.
I I actually like that second one probably better.
Okay, I like the first
It
one.
just
better.
caught me. I was like, okay.
I like definitely
What
like
the
that first
heck
one better.
going
Got it
on?
all. The first one.
I
What's the
don't
second
even
one
know
called,
what
bro?
this beat.
I mean, Kev. What's the second one called?
Forever Humble.
Forever Humble.
So
So
first
we
one got it all.
Blast.
That got
BLXST. Got it all. Forever Humble.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I got one more track for y'all, man.
All right, cool.
Now, you know, this one right here. This one's called Back Home. BACC.
Oh shit.
You know, he
SoCal
keeping
crippin'.
He keeping it crippin',
We
man.
keeping it SoCal. SoCal
Let me
Cuddy
see if
right
y'all
now.
vibing with this one, man. Straight West Coast vibe.
It's West Coast Wednesday.
This is featuring my boy Bino.
Bino?
Oh, you know him personally? Oh shit. I know his songs still out there. He got some nice beats.
I've been in the streets all day, bringing it back home. The baby, I be the backbone for you. Waiting by the black phone. I'm not the nigga tryna latch on, so I'm in the streets all day, gotta get it on my own. Yeah, on my loan. Waiting by the black phone, but I gotta flip it till I'm back home. Baby, till I'm back up. I gotta bust it down and beat the pack up. We gon' bust it down and fuck them racks up. Still gon' pull up on you, make it act up. I'm in the streets and I'm pulling back up. It's a marathon, I'm tryna lap up for you. 'Cause I know you need it. He ain't gon' fuck on you like I'm gon' beat it. I'm gon' bust it down until you walk different. Dog in it, really do it like I'm talking it. And if it's slapping, I'm gon' drop it, got me low in it. Hold my Glock 'cause I'm gon' shoot it if I'm drawing it. It's just the way I live my life, it ain't no fraud in it. We gon' push money up, this shit ain't all in it. No, I ain't gon' answer the phone, ain't calling it. They gon' have me on my feet, shut me till I'm asleep. You know, I've been in the streets all day, bringing it back home. The baby, I be the backbone. You, waiting by the black phone. I'm not the nigga tryna latch on, so I'm in the streets all day, gotta get it on my own. Yeah, on my loan.
It's more of a slow
Waiting by the
vibe.
black phone, but I gotta flip it to the back, yeah. Yeah, the money don't chase itself, no cap. Tell me.
I'm gonna stop it at that right there.
Okay,
That last
okay.
one.
And that was Blast. What was that one?
Back Home.
Back home.
Yes, sir.
Back
Yes, sir.
home.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You know what? Out of all three, that probably wasn't the best one.
That was the
That was
least.
big. That was big.
That was the
I ain't gonna cap.
That was the least greatest of the three. That song to me, that was a good. That's a nice little mixtape or album filler song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
To
sir.
keep the flow of an album going. That was a good song. It's not a, you know, it wouldn't be my lead single. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice follow up.
I feel like
It's a
it
thumbs
comes
up though.
I've
Okay.
heard- yeah, like
It's a thumbs up.
it has a
It's-
song, a vibe where I feel like I've heard that song before. Like,
Yeah, it's a nice song. It's a nice follow up song to a hit single, like one of those one or two that he played previously.
Played before.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah. So definitely the first song you played was the best one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was a good song though. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it was a good
a.
song. Not saying it was the best.
Had a
song.
nice little melodious, memorable.
This
It's
wasn't my
1, 2,
favorite
step
of the
2.
three.
Yeah.
So overall, Blast.
Blast, so he,
What would
hey,
y'all give him?
Blast is
I
pretty
don't know.
good.
after hearing those,
Blast is
all
hot.
those, I'm gonna get an 8. He hot 8 out of 8.5 out of 10.
He hot.
8.5
It's
out
a
of
hot.
10.
Okay.
Hot or not, it's
Because that
hot.
last one kind of threw me off. But that one was he blast out. I'm finna start fucking with him because
You know what I'm saying?
There y'all go, man.
It's a hot for me.
If you don't know, now you know. That's Cuddy's critique.
So shout out to Blast, man. Is there any social media that you have of his? We can give him a quick little shout out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And once again, he's from
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, man. Shout out to Southern Cali. That's West Coast still, man.
Social medias, man. We got at Blast. That's at BLXST.
Shout out
That's
to
on
you,
Twitter.
man.
shout out Blast, you doing your thing.
Shout out to
man.
Blast,
For real.
man.
He's doing his thing, man.
We're gonna go ahead and
Dog.
we rated you hot. Thumbs up on all three of those songs, man. That's Back Home,
Forever Humble.
Forever Humble,
And got it all.
and Got It All, man. So shout out to you from the KRK Podcast. We're gonna go ahead and give you a follow on Twitter, man.
Yeah.
And
Come out, man. Let them know that them tracks was hot.
Those tracks was hot, man. So we're gonna give you give you a tag and everything on Twitter, man. Shout out to you all the way from Sacramento, all the way to LA. It's all love, man.
All love.
And that's Cuddy's critique.
What's good? It's Kicks with Kelan. So before I even get into what I got to say, I just want to say, Joe Hibbert, you're an asshole, bro. Not only did you get your mom fired, but you've been hoarding shoes from everybody on the sneakers app.
You gotta come to work and have a fit because my kids have shoes.
And I know it's probably not. You probably get the reason why people ain't getting shoes, but I'm gonna just blame you because I seen all the pairs you have, bro. That's selfish. But getting into what I got for y'all today. It's March. I know it's the third month of the year. So I'm gonna bring y'all my favorite retro, the threes. The third shoe to come out from Jordan. He wore these in the dunk contest. He's getting busy with these on the court. And also as well, man, they're just a classic, extremely hard shoe. I bought y'all the black cement threes with the Nike Airs. I got the Jumpman ones too. They're a little retro though. I'm overdoing it with the Jordan 3 jacket, but you know what I'm saying? I love the threes. Like I said, they were my favorite Jordan. So let me know what y'all think about the threes. I'm finna get back with Kelan Weez and Cuddy Kev, and I'm gonna let them get a opinion as well, man. Showed y'all my favorite shoes. It's Jordan 3s. I like all shoes. Like I said, I don't discriminate on shoes. I just buy Jordans because those are what fit my feet best. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask Ron and Kev on their feedback on my shoes. And as well get their favorite shoe, whether it's Jordan, Air Max, whatever. All right, y'all. But for sure, Jordan, I want to know what their favorite Jordan is too, and then what their favorite shoe overall is. All right, go ahead.
The Air Jordan 3. I do like the threes. I like my favorite variation of it is the black and the Carolina blue? Yeah. Those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. That's not my favorite Jordan. That is a top 5 Jordan though, for sure. Those threes.
Not every colorway.
No, that's a fact. That's what I said. That shoe, that specific variation of the 3, because overall the 3 is an okay shoe to me. But yeah,
I like the threes. If I had to put them in, I would put them in my top 5. They'll probably be number 5. I would go with the cement threes. Those would probably be my favorite.
Those are all-time classic cement threes. Jordan wore those in the dunk contest.
So
what's y'all favorite Jordan though? What's y'all favorite Jordan? What's y'all favorite shoe?
My favorite shoe and my favorite Jordan is the 11s, the bread 11s. You know, always one of those.
Pretty popular.
Can't get my hands on them because they're gone. Everybody's reselling them for thousands of dollars.
They be trying to get over it. Resale coach.
Never got my hands on a pair of them. I will one day.
My favorite Jordan would have to be, it's a toss-up between the 5s and the 6. I love the black 5s with the red. What's the name for those?
The bread 5s.
Oh, the bread 5s. I like those, and then I'm also trying to get those lime green 6s coming out because I love the 6s. But my favorite shoe, if I had to compare style and comfort, it'd probably be the 97s, the Air Max 97s. Just bought a new pair yesterday. Yeah, I like the style of them and the comfort.
I like certain colors of the 97s.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Man,
all
there's
97s.
Dozens of colorways.
Like those colorful ones are. Those colorful ones are gross.
You can find something to bust a 97, any 97.
Not true. Again, the colorful ones, guys, are sappy. They're trash.
I like the 97.
If I had to choose any colorway, I can't. Like the all gold ones, as much as they pop, I can't do those. See, not any colorways.
But you can bust them.
You can bust them, but
some
I'm
people
just saying they're not. They made it. Like they look good on like small feet. On small feet they're tight, but my feet they not.
See, I've never tried on the Vapor Max. But I see, those are very common. I see them, but I would think that they're comfortable, but they look kind of narrow. Yeah.
I've heard mixed reviews on those. I tried them on. I thought they were decent. But I only tried them on in the store. I didn't really run around or walk around in them for a long period of time. So.
They look like they would be like they have this cushion to be comfortable, but I've never.
They got the Air Max. The Air Max cushion is different.
Yeah. Yeah, with those 97s, man. Stylish, low top, but they do feel very good.
I like the all black. Those are cool.
Yep.
Or the black with the white.
Yep.
Those are funny. I like those. If I had to choose a shoe that's not Jordan, I'd probably choose the Questions. The Reebok Questions. Just because those are extremely comfortable.
Oh, yeah, those are comfortable.
Oh man, you talk about hooping.
Are you talking about those the leather with the zips?
Iversons. No, the ones where they have the color flash on the.
Oh, on the front, yeah, the orange or the gray.
Red.
Yeah.
My favorite was the red and white ones. So
Yeah, I remember those.
the suede and it's too hard.
Yeah.
Hard shoes.
They were nice when they
And they were
dropped.
quality.
They were.
Yeah.
What?
You start the time. Okay. I feel like that's a common question.
I feel like
This episode is Kev. Did you hashtag Kev? Did you start the time?
hashtag Cuddy. Come on.
Guys, I get it. But we're going to say we're 2 minutes in.
Okay.
Although we're not, that would be.
What's your favorite shoe to play basketball in? That's all
Oh man, that I've ever hooped in.
Mine are hyper dunks. I love hyper dunks.
To be honest,
Nike
it was
hyper dunks.
surprising to me, but it was those KD low tops.
Oh, those are so
KD
uncomfortable.
low top?
Yeah, those are so
You
comfortable.
talking about
Man.
the sixes? Those are hella uncomfortable.
Yeah, no man, those felt like I was
Any
the
shoe
old
with-
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any shoe with a sock liner, I ain't playing basketball.
Man,
I can't do it.
The most.
that's how I felt. But when I put those on, it felt like I was playing without shoes on, and it felt good.
They are very light though. They're very, very
It
light.
felt very comfortable.
The most comfortable shoe that I ever played in is the LeBron 15s.
Those are very comfortable.
Those
as well.
are the most comfortable basketball shoes I've ever put on my feet.
Never had them.
Hyper dunks.
Put them on.
Hyper dunks.
They
with
don't
that
even
hyper
feel
cushion.
like nothing. They light.
They're very comfortable. They're very light.
They hug your
They got the
foot.
fly knit on them too. They are crazy. But hey, overall though, I feel like hyper dunks are
The ones I
really
be
good
hooping in.
basketball shoes.
That league.
Yeah, Kev got he be out there in the 15s. Honorable mention to Crazy 8s for Kobe's. Those
Yeah,
are very great
I
basketball.
played those. We had those in high school.
Those are very great basketball.
Those are heavy.
They're very. I was gonna say
That's the only
I don't
thing
think
like
they're that
about
heavy,
those.
though.
they are heavy to
They're
the
heavy.
foot. Like they're. Yes, they
I
are.
don't think they're that heavy.
I cannot do them.
They're solid. It's a solid basketball shoe, but it is a little heavy. You know.
All right, what's your least favorite Jordan?
Oh.
Before we move on.
Shit. My least favorite, to be honest, if we're gonna, I don't consider the 21, 22, and 23 actual retro Jordans.
Yeah, because they ain't retro.
Like, because they have them
Yeah.
they have them listed as retros, but I don't consider those retros. So without,
Well, the 23s did retro. I'm sorry. They did come back out with some 23s.
those are ugly.
You're tripping. I like the 23s.
Those are very
You like
ugly.
the 23?
Yeah, I got a pair of them.
If it didn't have the Jordan symbol on it, those were like AM1s.
No.
They look M1ish.
They look like AM1s.
Ronald is so far on the 23s.
I'm so sorry, but yeah. But if we cut 21 to 23 out and we look through the actual retros, I would have to say probably my least favorite would be the 15s.
That's what I was
Oh
gonna
man,
say.
the 15s are hard. Y'all tripping, man.
The 15s would be my least
15s,
favorite.
like
I wouldn't
that.
wear those with anything.
15.
Yeah, I can't rock the 15.
I love the 17s.
I like the 16s though.
17 and 18s were really nice. 19s I'll pass on all colorways. The blue, white ones, the red and black ones, I remember those. I pass on those. The 20s were fire.
I like the 19s.
20s are fire.
No, I didn't like
got
the
OG
19s. The
ones.
20s were fire. With the black and white ones, fire.
The all blacks are clean.
And the all black with a little bit of red, those were
I remember I
fire
got
too.
those fell out of my locker at Valley. Whoever that was.
20s was mid to me.
I like the 20s. You can't go wrong. The 13s are mid. Now, unless you get the original black
The
and
13s
red,
are not mid.
or you
It just
get
depends on the color.
the colorway
Yeah,
facts.
it depends on the
That's the
color.
They
colorway.
stay hating on the wheat 13s. I got them up.
Those
on
are
the car.
trash. I'm
Them
sorry.
are trash.
Those are
When it's
trash.
Them wheat,
Winter fall
them
classics.
wheat thins.
The wheat thins.
Those are
wheat
trash.
13s just clean off.
Big trash.
Yeah, they is hating.
But
on
the
13.
fours, different colorways of the fours, I love them. The black and gray ones, the cement looking, the black, those are hard. The twos and different variations, I like them. You know, I had a pair of the twos.
My least favorite is the ones because they're so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't care what they look like.
But they-
I don't care how hyped up they
The
are.
ones- the ones
You
go
could
crazy,
get you
though.
could get some
I don't
stuff.
care how
You could
hyped up
bust
they
them.
are. The ones,
The ones go crazy.
Very uncomfortable though. Very.
I really don't like the twos.
the ones are
Yeah.
trash.
The twos, I busted some twos.
The twos are clean. I got those. The
Yeah.
original white, black, and red ones. I got
Yeah.
those. I had the anniversary
I don't
twos.
know.
I want the Carmelo twos so bad. The nugget color ones.
Twos and the 15s, I'll pass on.
I love the 15s too. 15s
It's
are
something
clean.
about those sixes though. You know what I'm saying?
6s are clean.
Just the style of the shoe. It's like it's
It don't matter like really what color they come out with. It just depends on the material. Like them
Yeah.
all black ones with the metallic underneath. I don't like those.
yeah, but those sixes
But
are
yeah,
hard.
they're
though.
clean.
And
Infrareds,
the 12s,
infrareds.
the black and red
You can't
12s,
lose with the
You
12s.
cannot lose
the
the
blue and black
textures.
12s. I now those are the ones I did have the black with the blue. You know,
I
the
slept on
12.
those, man.
You didn't like those?
I said I slept on them.
Oh, yeah, those 12s, the black with the blue, those were hard back in the day.
Yeah.
Entertainment, politics, a little bit of everything, man. So this first episode is going to be a little vanilla, you know what I'm saying? It'll be just an intro in as we came in, but as the weeks go on, especially next week and forward, I'll have a lot more content for you guys. But let's start it off with the first story in politics today. So, another story of have and have-nots. We have Senator Kristen Sinema. She's a Democrat. She goes and gives her vote on the House floor, up or down vote on the $15 minimum wage. And of course, she gets there and gives a no, but her no was very emphatic. She got up there, gave a little dance with it, turned around and pranced off. And that it was shocking on social media. A lot of people didn't expect her as being a Democrat to get up there and vote no, and then vote no with that type of attitude. It just shook up a lot of people, I guess. They didn't expect that. But I've grown to expect nothing less. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, now on some music. Everyone knows Drake. Everyone's been waiting for that new Drake, man. He dropped the Drake Scary Hours 2 EP. We haven't had a chance to really dive into it to give our, full-throated analysis, but a lot of people have been saying that a lot of people agree that it was shorter than what they thought. People thought it was going to be a longer project. It was not. I have seen some reviews online. A lot of people, I've seen mixed. Some people say it was, it wasn't that. And speaking of that, Drake comes on. And then there's some people who say that Drake was in his bag. So I like to listen for myself, give my feelings about it. Y'all go ahead and comment. Let me know how y'all feel about it. For those of you who've already listened. But let's go on to some sports. All right, so I don't know if you guys were watching that TNT segment after the game a couple nights ago where Shaq was giving his analysis on the game and what's changing a little bit in the game, and Candace Parker kind of chimed in and had a point of view opposite of Shaq's, and I just thought that moment was kind of it got some traction on social media, but I thought that moment was kind of big because you don't normally see greats from their respective sports of opposite sex have banter like that with each other. And usually they do, it's agreeing on a common point. We know Steph Curry's a good shooter or something like that. But she was stating how the game has changed and expanded, so helping down off of the screen is, leaving shooters open. And Shaq he said, pick and roll, that's how I won a championship, and they were having their different point of views, and I think it was just kind of interesting seeing that, as you don't see it much from especially a woman women commentators or women greats in sports having that conversation with other male greats of NBA, you know. But and tying into that, another story, Alex Morgan, Sue Bird, and others launched their media company called Together. And Together, the last E in Together is an X. That's how they spelled it. And it's about women in sports and really giving a platform to them, a voice to them. I have a couple quotes here from the LA Times. They did a story on them launching their media company, and there's between just some little footnotes, man. Between the founders of the company, between them, there are 8 gold medals. So you can't look at, for the naysayers of stuff like that, you can't look at them and say, oh, nobody cares about that. They're not, not as talented as the men, or stuff like that. In comparison, of course, there's going to be differences, but just as far as just giving women their own platform to listen, to see, to watch, to admire, I think that that's pretty big. And a couple quotes here from them being interviewed in the LA Times. Let me find it. Just had it. Yeah. Okay. She's So this is Sue Bird, I believe. She says, "There's never been a place dedicated to her story." The statement says, "A place that saw her in a way that others did not. A place that heard her and elevated her voice and gave her shoulders to stand on. We got tired of waiting for someone to build it, so we did it." I think that's very powerful, and I will be looking forward to that. Again, it's Together. The last E in the word is an X. That's how they spelled it. And that is, again, a media platform that they're trying to launch for women in sports. So to give their story, their stories, their accomplishments, to kind of shed a light in their own lane, you know what I'm saying? Not behind the shadow of another. I felt that. I like that. And so, sticking to sports, let's talk about some big news that came up. The big free agent buyout from the Pistons and Blake Griffin. And there already been plenty of reports, ESPN, all over. They're all saying that there's two of the front runners. A lot of people are saying the Lakers. The Lakers are always in contention for every top free agent. And then you also have the Brooklyn Nets. And those are the two teams that people are pretty much saying will be in the finals. So I think that is a big free agent deal. He's unrestricted. And I just think that's crazy. It's a contract buyout. So it'll be interesting in the days to come to see who and where he signs with, or if he pulls a JJ Watt and doesn't sign with either one of them. I mean, hell, he goes to the Cavaliers or something crazy like that. But, we'll see, and we'll be talking more about that next week. Also, man, the NBA All-Star game. We had the teams picked, Team LeBron and Team KD, and some picks were not really surprising, I guess. KD did end up going with his two teammates. The biggest surprise I think that people took from this was how the Utah Jazz have the #1 record in the league, but their 2 stars were the last 2 people picked. Yeah, it was kind of awkward. But Team LeBron, he went ahead. You got captain Team LeBron. You got LeBron, and you have Giannis, Steph, Luka, and Joker as the starters. That's the starters for Team LeBron. And then the starters for Team Durant, you have Durant's not playing. He's not going to be on Team Durant, but his starters are Bradley Beal, Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, and Jason Tatum. So looking at those lineups, and then you have some of his reserves. You have Anthony Davis, James Harden, Julius Randle, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell. Those are some nice reserves. And then LeBron, you got Dame as a reserve. You got Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Ben Simmons. I think that the reserves on Team Durant are probably better. But that starting 5 is nasty for LeBron. I don't know. I picked Team LeBron in that one for sure. But yeah, man, that is all we got today for Weez and Worldwide Weez. Y'all stay tuned. Be able to see y'all next week, man. What's the time looking like? All right, and now we turn to our COVID news. So as we're approaching the 1 year anniversary of COVID-19 and the pandemic, man, we're getting some good news finally. And most of the counties in California have upgraded a tier because the cases are falling. So more counties are allowing to reopen in certain increments. Unlike our neighbors to the south, big neighbors, Texas. Texas opened up and said, you know what? Back to normal. Life is as is. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna get it to a year. Because if we remember, like in our area, the school shutdown was on Friday, March 13th of 2020. So we're coming up on a year on that, and man, it's been a ringer since it started. What are you guys feeling about about COVID and its effect that it's had on us this last year?
Well, since it's coming up, the 1 year anniversary is coming up on the 13th. I just feel like it made people lose their mind, honestly. Like, it's a very serious virus, but I feel like people choose when they want it to be serious.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it makes it feel like bullshit, but in all reality, it should be taken serious because, you don't want to mess around and get it. I've seen a lot of people in the beginning, like, around this time, like, joking about, I got these jelly beans in my mouth, joking about it, and then a few weeks later, they had it, and it was like, oh, like, that was the worst. So it's like, it's real. Like,
a couple of people like that.
I knew a lot of people like that. It was all fun and games till that shit hit you.
No, COVID is most definitely something that is real.
Right.
It's something that is affecting people
right.
that I know
have had it. People I know I've had family members pass away from it.
Yeah, so it is something that is most definitely real, but it has been a whirlwind of emotions over the last year. I can remember where it started to feel like it was actually going to get close to the end of the world. Remember when toilet paper
water,
or hand sanitizer.
Everything was gone.
It got wild, like
it was crazy out
there. It was like, remember when it was turning the year 2000?
Yeah.
Oh my
everybody
God.
was buying water.
When the world was supposed to end.
Everybody thought the world was going to end. That's exactly what it reminded me of.
Everybody was
on alert.
Everybody was. My parents stock up water now to this day, all because of that happened back then.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So just to as we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary, just to give some numbers, as we came into a new presidential administration, it's been a lot. So total cases, 3,484,963 is a total. There have been 3,300 new cases reported today. This is for California's numbers. This is California. 52,775 total deaths, and 278 of those were today. So testing, 49,028,048 total tests have been administered. So I'm not sure if they're including, some tests have part 1 and part 2. So I'm not sure if they're including those or just the whole general test. But yeah, that's 49 million, and then 130,858 of those were administered today.
talking about COVID tests?
Tests, yeah, tests taken, yeah, those just tests taken, period.
Those
But vaccines
Those are
administered,
awful.
yeah, the vaccines administered. That's what I meant. That's what I meant by the part 1 and part 2. 9,458,722 total. And yeah, Kelan,
I'm one of those.
You could talk. You could talk a little bit about that since you have taken at least. Have you taken part 2?
I've taken part 1. My
Okay.
part 2 is not going to be until 19. So I got 2 more weeks. I just got it on Friday. I didn't have no side effects of my COVID. I got the vaccine.
COVID vaccine.
Yeah, you got to take 2 parts.
Oh, the vaccine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was a 2-part thing.
Yeah, it's a 2. It's
Yeah,
a 2
you
part
got
thing.
the-
You got to
the
get shot
Moderna?
once. They make you stay when you get the just a little rough of what happens. You get the shot. They make you sit there for 15 minutes, make sure you don't die or have allergic reaction or freak the hell out basically. Once the 15 minutes is up, you're good to go. You can go do your thing. Some people have depends on the shot. Like I heard the Moderna makes you really sick. The Pfizer, I got the Pfizer.
The Pfizer. Okay.
The Pfizer didn't make me sick. I heard the Johnson & Johnson's a one-time shot. Like they're
Yeah. They got the go from the.
I don't know about the Johnson. I seen the success rate on that one. That was like 60-some%, 72%.
Well, that's really brand new. They just rolled it out.
Yeah, it's brand new. So it's.
But they did get the go ahead to start administering the Johnson & Johnson's one shot vaccine.
A lot better than 2. But I mean, it wasn't that bad when I got it. I didn't feel anything. The next day, my arm was hurting really bad. That's because they stick it in your muscle, obviously. But I feel like, I mean, yes, I know it doesn't prevent you from getting COVID, but it's a buffer from getting COVID because you'd rather have something in your body fighting that off than not having nothing and just winging it and getting it and then just. I just feel like it's just safer for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I know everyone's not on board with getting it. I'm not trying to force it on nobody. I just feel like just for a peace of mind, just to feel safer. Like it's similar to a flu shot.
Yeah, and for me personally, my personal opinion, I'm not getting it around this first cycle coming around. I'll leave that up to these heroes and stuff like that. But coming around that second time, after I've seen a little bit of the numbers and the research, then I'll come along. I'm glad to have been blessed to have not.
So why don't you want to
COVID
get it the first round?
Because I don't want to be a part of the live testing. Because
I feel it.
the trials that have happened, those are in small batches. But when they're trying to administer as many tests as they're trying to administer,
You're
this
supposed
is
to
in my
vaccinate
opinion.
what? 100 million people in 100 days?
Yeah, something.
Something like that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a very large amount of people in a very short amount of time, which is understandable because of COVID's effect. Yeah. But, me personally, I just didn't want to be a part of that.
I'm with you on
that first, go round of vaccinations. Yeah. I'll let that, happen. And my mother got the vaccination. My aunt, especially the people who are in at-risk groups or the people who work in school settings or, childcare settings. I think that those people are, should be first in line.
I feel the elders should.
Those,
first, yeah.
the, first responders, the, frontline nurses.
More likely to be affected.
Yeah, because they're more likely to have to deal with population. And
it's
stuff
so
like
crazy
that,
because for months when it first happened, like in the summertime, everybody thought like the sun was gonna kill it, and we was just gonna be right back. Right back on our bullshit.
It was so many different theories out there. I remember at first they said your pet can't catch it, then your dog can catch it.
He had like COVID
it was
at one point.
It was a whole bunch of myths.
You can get COVID from flushing your toilet. Like
so now we have the, now they're saying that we have the different variations of the COVID-19 bug, and it's crazy to be such a developed nation that we're the most impacted nation on the planet with COVID right now. Like we're the ones trying to restrict people coming here to live, but people are trying to restrict us from going there due to COVID because we're
which as it should be, but we shouldn't be wanting to go on there in the first place.
But yeah, we're speaking of COVID, I know you guys see us. We're not masked up and everything. We are in what we would consider a controlled environment.
150 million people vaccinated in 100 days.
Yeah, that was but we're not masked at the time. We're in what we consider a controlled environment. If we're out in public, we just, we're out and about today, masked up and everything, but our households are intertwined. We are always
around each other.
This is a daily, so that's considered your household. We're around each other every day. And, so we do take our precautions.
We did have a COVID type event, but like when we did the Dad League tournament, but that was in a controlled environment too. Like we had,
we followed all mandates. We had social distancing. We had temperature checks. We had masks available.
Checks, all that.
Everything, man. Shout out to Sac Connect for that. And yeah, man. But yeah, we'll try and keep you guys updated with our COVID updates because COVID is something that is not going away anytime soon, obviously.
Man, you ain't
so
worried about that.
It is a part of our life. It is a part of everyday struggle. Texas wants to act like it's not, but people are still going to be infected with COVID.
Oh, Texas is definitely finna set us back.
They don't get no fuck.
For real. It's gonna get
no regrets. There's no regrets right now in Texas. I'm telling you.
But yeah, man, that does it for this segment on COVID-19. This is Worldwide Weez, and we will check you guys out next week.
Yeah, what's the time? I'm just fucking with you. All right, y'all.